what? Go learn.
Now, finally, we're going to talk about news aggregation. My name is Giovanni Gallucci. We're talking about social media and how you can use it as a platform for your marketing and online advertising initiatives. This is going to be the last chapter in our class about text-based social networks and social media. We just finished talking about social bookmarking, and the process of using news aggregation sites is similar to what you saw with social bookmarking. Essentially, a news aggregation site is a site that publishes content from other areas. In some cases, a news aggregation site will take feeds directly from other news sources, and in other cases, a news aggregation site will only take user submissions of content that is either original content or content that a user has found on the internet. And then also in other cases, some websites are a hybrid of both. They will generate content based upon feeds that they have subscriptions for and syndication contracts they have with business partners, and they will also accept submissions from users. Let's go onto the internet and let's look at a couple of these, and I'll show you how to actually submit an article to one of these content aggregation sites. I've pulled up a few of the most important ones, the most heavily trafficked ones that are on the net. Dig.com is very tech heavy. They do have areas within their website where they cover science and business and sports and entertainment and gaming. And when they cover gaming, they're talking about online games and computer games. But even with some of those other categories, the demographic here is heavily slanted male, heavy technology. Even heavier male and more technology as far as the target demographic goes is Slashdot. Slashdot, out of all these websites, in its current iteration, is the oldest one of them all. I'm going to show you the Netscape website in a little bit. While Netscape has been around for over a decade, the website in its current form was actually copied almost from the Dig website, and the business model for Netscape is very much like Dig now. So about 6 or 8 months into 2005, they had decided to take the news and information they had on their website, and they were generally operating like a traditional portal at that point, and they kind of flipped it on its head and they became a content aggregation site. Of all the sites that are here, the Newsvine website is the one that is the newest. It's got an awful lot of traction, and it's a website that allows people to add their own content, and they pull content from other areas. I'm not going to do a whole lot with it except show you that the different categories they have are like local news, world, U.S., sports, politics. They do have tech, but the primary focus of the website is going to be similar to any newspaper or any news type of website that's on the internet today, where they focus on a wide variety of things, and they have pretty much an even keel when it comes to the approach to the level of attention they get to different subjects within the website. And then we've got Netscape here. Again, the domain itself is the oldest one that's here, but Netscape in its current iteration is essentially a copy of a lot of the functionality within Dig. They saw the success that Dig was having, and so they've come in and done something very similar, but a couple of things that are different about the Netscape site is, number one, they have folks that actually are employees of Netscape or volunteers that are kind of like power users that are the ones that go through all the content. They make a lot of recommendation and submit their own content to the site. And then they also have the ability to go in and moderate the content that comes in from the regular users on the website. So, with Dig, they have employees. They have employees that go through and look at different links and different websites before they can make it to the home page. But for the most part, the word on the street is that Dig pretty much leaves the content alone until it gets close to being dug enough or voted on enough to get to the home page. There's different opinions in the marketplace about whether or not that really actually happens, but I don't have any information one way or the other, so I'm going to take them at their word.